In less than 30 minutes, I'm going to tell you all the issues that Edmond, Oklahoma has. So, if you're getting ready to move to Edmond, Oklahoma, and you want to learn more about what are some of the hiccups that you might run into while living there, stick around. This video is going to be exactly over that. You better timestamp that at least for people. That way they can jump around because there's no way that you've got 14 issues with Edmond, Oklahoma. Just wait. You're gonna absolutely see what they are. Well, I guarantee you there's a positive to your negative. Okay, so are you gonna let me do the video or not? You can do the video all you want. Not a big deal. If it's the first time to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the new videos that we put out about living in, moving to, and relocating to Oklahoma City and the Oklahoma City metro area. We do videos on towns just like this video, Edmond, Oklahoma. If that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. You don't have to, but it helps out the channel and I'd really appreciate it. Also, don't forget, I am a real estate agent, and the group of agents that I work with, the EXP Realty and I, we're here to earn your business. Whether it's homes, land, or commercial, we've got people at our office that can help you with all your real estate needs. But to do that, you got to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email so the group of agents that I work with, the EXP Realty and I, can absolutely help you with your real estate needs. Now, let's get into this Yahoo's video about 14 reasons that Edmond, Oklahoma isn't so good. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. All right. Yeah, I can't wait till I see what he comes up with. Whatever. First item in Edmond, Oklahoma, they've got two targets. Can you see them? You see them right here on the map? You got a target right here and a target right here. Why in the heck would any city need two targets? Like one target, I get it. People like Target. Whatever. But two of them? Really? You need two targets? Josh, there's nothing wrong with having two targets. There's like 6 Walmarts. What's the big deal about 2 Targets? Is this my video or is this your video? Are you gonna let me do it or are you not gonna let me do it? And there's only like 3 super Walmarts and the rest are neighborhood markets. So there's not 6 full-blown Walmarts. You could do the video, but I'm gonna tell people the truth about the place. I don't know where you're coming up with negative things about Edmond, Oklahoma at. Item number 2. Item number 2. They've got a dog food plant in Edmond, Oklahoma. Like it's where they make dog food. And if you've never been around a dog food plant and you've never been around a dog food plant in Oklahoma, on a hot summer day, you know they make dog food there. They absolutely do. And it's located right here off of Memorial and Kelly Avenue. So you want to be aware, especially if you're getting ready to move to Edmond, Oklahoma, that there's a dog food plant right here. Josh, even when it's super hot, like you about a mile or 2 miles away, there's no way you can tell the dog food plant is there. Hey, I'm just telling people what to pay attention to when moving to Edmond, Oklahoma. Okay? I'm just bringing it to their attention. The video title said everything wrong. What did the video title say? The video title said everything wrong with Edmond, Oklahoma. Okay, but dogs need to eat too. And I think they make all sorts of other stuff there besides just dog food. I think they make all sorts of pet food. So they need to eat too. And it just so happens that there's a dog food plant there. It's literally right by the railroad tracks. And I'm pretty sure that's why it's there. Just so that the railroads can come in and haul the food to the different pet suppliers. I mean, who in Edmond doesn't have a pet? They've got to make food somewhere, but it's there. It's there. Item number 3. I think half the kids get taken to school by their parents. Nothing wrong with that. Parents should love their kids. But back in my day, I rode the bus. And back in my day, I didn't have to drive around all those parents who were in huge long lines dropping off and picking up their kids. There's a reason most of the roads in Edmond, Oklahoma are 4-lane roads or 4-lane with a turn lane, it's just because during the school drop off and pickup that there's lines of parents dropping off their kids. Okay, Josh, I'm sure you probably walked uphill both ways in the snow with hailstorms dropping chunks of ice on your head while you were going to school. Okay. People drop off their kids. I know for a fact that your mom and grandparents dropped you off at school too. So you cannot complain about other kids getting dropped off at school. If I'm having to drive through Edmond while that's going on, I can complain a little. I can complain a little. I absolutely can. Next item. If you're going to go to the I-35 Walmart, the super Walmart that always has everything that you need. I mean, it has the yogurt that you want, it has the baby diapers you want, it has everything you need, and it's always in stock. It's like the number one Walmart I know to go to whenever there's something that I know my other Walmarts are going to be out of. You do not want to exit on 15th Street going southbound. You do not, because this turn right here is like a hairpin turn because your car is pointing southbound. So you've got to like turn around and go backwards. And if you're doing that during traffic, it's like a speedway right here. Like, I don't even know what the traffic count is on this intersection right here, the 15th Walmart Supercenter, but it has to be super busy. It has to be super busy. So if you want to go to the Walmart Supercenter and you're going during rush hour, you get off on 33rd or you get off on 2nd Street and you go on the 2nd Street Service Road or the 33rd Service Road. Either one of these. Go on either one of those. But do not get off going southbound on I-35 and try to turn back into the Walmart here. You're having to do a hairpin turn or cross lanes, and this intersection is just crazy. I'll I'll give you that one. That Yeah, I wouldn't. I would get off on 2nd Street or I'd get off on 33rd. There's no pros about that. That intersection just sucks. I'll give you that one. Item number 10 that I want to talk with you about is there's a train. And this train runs from north to south right through Edmond. Funny story, look it up on the city's website. Supposedly, the town of Edmond during the land run was started by a young lady who jumped off a freaking train just to stake her claim in Edmond. Why would someone jump off a train? I don't know, but I didn't live back then. I have toilet paper and running water, but the train is so annoying in Edmond. If you're in Edmond and you want to go from the east side to the west side, you've got to go to 2nd Street or you've got to go to not Danforth, but Covell, and 2nd Street. They have tunnels that go under the train. So if you're in Edmond, and you need to go from east to west or west to east, go to 2nd Street or Covell if you're near here, okay? Do not try to go through here when the train is running. And the train don't even toot its horn anymore. I think the city of Edmond told it to stop tooting its horn. So all you got to do is look for a rumbling. You don't even hear the train coming anymore. Yeah, the train sucks. It absolutely does. So don't if you're going from east to west, don't ever be late. Yep, that's true. Item number 9, rush hour traffic. Rush hour traffic in Edmond, Oklahoma, it's like a sightseeing trip. It might take you 2, 3 cycles to get through every single stoplight. So if you're going to be driving during rush hour in Edmond, Oklahoma, give yourself plenty of time. Give yourself plenty of time. There's so many stoplights in Edmond, Oklahoma, joggers, walkers, just all sorts of stuff. You got to plan ahead if you're going to have to drive right through the middle of Edmond, Oklahoma. Now, if you're going around it on all the side streets, totally cool. But driving down 2nd Street, Broadway, and um, Boulevard, or Bryant, or Kelly, or even Santa Fe, or even Western, and you're just in the heart of Edmond, Oklahoma right here, give yourself plenty of time. I don't think traffic's any worse in Edmond than anywhere else, Josh. I really don't. I think it's all equally traffic during rush hour. Says the guy who loves Edmond. There's traffic. I'm just letting you know. The video's all about 14 things that are wrong with Edmond, Oklahoma. And I'm just letting you know. It's traffic. Like, there's traffic everywhere. Okay, are you gonna let me do the video or are you just gonna keep butting in? I'm number 8. Not only does Edmond, Oklahoma have great traffic during rush hour, but they love their construction projects. They love it. They love it. Here's a map of all the construction projects that you can enjoy when living in Edmond, Oklahoma. So be sure to just plan around that on your commutes. Plan around it. There's construction projects everywhere. How are you going to plan around that? That's one of the things people love about Edmond, Josh. Edmond's always improving its streets. It's always improving its sidewalks. It's always improving its bridges. It's improving everything all the time. That's why it has one of those sales tax thingies that just goes to improving the thoroughways, the roadways, the bridges, the sidewalks, the parks, stuff like that. Like, how can you complain about construction projects? Says the guy that loves Edmond, Oklahoma. Item number 7. Not only do you have traffic and construction projects, but you also have super, super slow driving in Edmond, Oklahoma. Now, this isn't everywhere. This is just in the main part of Edmond, Oklahoma, and especially around all the traffic, of course. But most of Edmond, Oklahoma is only 35 miles an hour. I don't even push the gas on my car and it goes over 35 miles an hour. Like, why is it so slow? Dude, there is nothing wrong when you're driving in a city in a city that's so walkable, where people are walking everywhere, where people are jogging everywhere, where families are walking, people are walking their dog, couples are walking, single people are walking, like everyone's walking everywhere in Edmond. It's really walkable. Like, drive around the main part of Edmond if you don't want to drive 35 miles an hour or even 25 or even 20 miles an hour. Like, it's a walkable city. You don't need to be racing through Edmond, Oklahoma. Yeah, you don't need to be racing through Edmond, Oklahoma. Okay, you can't really tell from this map. Item number 6 is stoplights. They're everywhere. I couldn't find a map that would show you all the stoplights, but uh, Oklahoma in general is on the lot and block system and the township and range system. So basically, every mile there's square miles because it's on the township and range system. But when you're driving through Edmond, Oklahoma, when you're driving up Broadway, when you're driving up Second Street, there are stop signs. I'm going to say every sneeze. If you sneeze, there's a stop sign. If you sneeze again, there's another stop sign. There's so many stop signs in Edmond, Oklahoma. Like, you just have to, like I've said on the prior parts of the video, don't drive right up the middle of Edmond during rush hour unless you just have to, or unless you want to have a great sightseeing trip, because it's going to take you all day and all night to get through town. You're complaining about the same thing. There's nothing wrong with a bunch of stop signs. It gives people a lot of opportunity to walk places. It gives people a lot of opportunity to stop traffic and walk across the road. Like, you don't want to walk a mile and then cross the road. Edmond is an awesome community, and stoplights are amazing. Just get over it, man. There's nothing wrong with stoplights. Item number 5, joggers. If you don't like people jogging everywhere all the time, you might not want to live right in the middle of Edmond, Oklahoma. Even when I lived there for like 5 years. I was jogging everywhere. I was one of those jogger people that would jog everywhere. So if seeing people jog families, couples, single people, little kids, because they're big and cross country and all that stuff. They're in the city of Edmond, Oklahoma. Um, you might not want to be there. They have sidewalks everywhere. They have trails in all the parks. They have stoplights everywhere. So many joggers in Edmond, Oklahoma. Sometimes I just want to get ice cream and eat it in front of them. Lots of it. But I can't because they're jogging and I'm not going to jog and eat ice cream. That's not even a real problem. Like, you know that, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with people jogging. You're weird. You're really weird if people jogging bugs you. It's my video. It's my video. Okay? My video. That's all I'm saying. My video. This one, item number 4, is really strange. It doesn't even show up on the map. But right here is called East Ayres. And when I went to college, I could drive all the way through there. I could do that. And I liked doing that. It was a public road. I enjoyed driving down East Ayres. Well, you can't do that anymore. The University of Central Oklahoma has decided to make people drive all the way around the university. You can no longer drive right through the middle of it. This road was already blocked when I was going there back in 2009. Now they blocked this road too. So you literally have to drive all the way around campus to get around university. You can't just drive through the middle anymore. They did that for the kids' safety. Like, what what campus what campus anywhere can you drive right through the middle of? Like, dude, it's for safety. It's to protect the kids. Like, come on. You can't be complaining about that. I was there. I got to drive through it and I liked it. Now I can't. So they took that from me. That's all I'm going to say. Item number 3. Item number 3. They took a golf course that had homes around it and turned the golf course into more homes. If I lived on a golf course and then the golf course got turned into more homes, I'd be pretty upset. Item number 3, things to think about when you're moving to Edmond, Oklahoma. That absolutely sucks. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That absolutely sucks. But actually, that's not the first time I've ever heard of that. Like, that happens quite often if the golf course isn't profitable and it's not like tied into the HOA ownership or something like that, then that actually happens. I don't know what it takes to run a successful golf course, but this isn't the first time I've heard of it. And I know it's not the first time you've heard of it either. Like, didn't that happen to one of the golf courses in Yukon too? Like this stuff happens, I think, more frequently than people expect. So you absolutely want to pay attention when you buy a house on the golf course that it's a good, sound golf course, because there is a potential that if there's not some sort of protection or it's tied into the neighborhood's HOA or something like that, and if it's a public golf course, if anything's public, there's always a potential for it to be bought. It absolutely sucks. I agree. That totally sucks. But it's absolutely something that anyone buying a house on the golf course needs to pay attention to and take into account. Well, at least you agreed with me on 2 things so far. That's kind of nice. 2 things, but once again, my video, you agreeing with me or not doesn't matter. Here's an article on it too, edmondlifeandleisure.com, if you want to read more about it. And just do a quick Google search, golf course in Edmond turns into home development. More information on that will pop up. I'm not just making it up. It's real. It happened. It really sucks. Okay, item number 2 that you want to pay attention to when moving to Edmond, Oklahoma. These service roads, they are kind of scary. I've actually been hit coming off of going to the Walmart. That's funny because earlier in the video we mentioned Walmart, but these service roads, when people come off of them, they don't understand, if they're not from Edmond, that the service road cross traffic doesn't have to stop, even though there's a giant sign on the stop sign that says cross traffic doesn't stop. So sometimes, especially with people who aren't from around Edmond, Oklahoma, these service road ramps, exit ramps, these service road exit ramps, they have a stop sign, but the cross traffic doesn't have to stop. So if you are under the assumption that they do, you might pull right out in front of someone. And that's exactly what happened to me. I had to swerve over, and the guy still clipped the tail of my car. Super annoying, but it does happen, and it's absolutely something you want to pay attention to. Yeah, I wonder why those aren't three-way stops. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a really good question. And the number one reason that you really want to pay attention when you're moving to Edmond, Oklahoma is housing cost. Here is the last this goes all the way back to January 2009 data. And I've got Edmond, Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, Guthrie, Oklahoma, and Chandler, Oklahoma. These are the county seats of the 4 counties near the Oklahoma City metro area. There's more counties too than that, like Canadian County and Kingfisher County, but I picked these, Pottawatomie County too. I picked these because I'm limited to only 4 on this graph, and Edmond, Oklahoma is the most expensive place to live out of all of these counties in the Oklahoma City metro area. Edmond, Oklahoma, for the housing median cost right now is $354,000. If you want to live in Cleveland County in Norman, Oklahoma, right next to Oklahoma University, the median housing cost down there is only $268,000. Guthrie is only $300,000, and I bet that's because a majority of Southern Guthrie is in Edmond schools. So I'm pretty sure Edmond's driving that price up. And then also Chandler, Oklahoma, um, its median sales price is only $134,000. Now you've got some huge ranches in Chandler, Oklahoma, and Lincoln County, and then very, very affordable homes in Chandler, Oklahoma. So the medium is probably really skewed. Uh, but well, theoretically, medium can't be skewed because it's the number that's right in the middle. But you just want to pay attention when you're moving to the Oklahoma City metro area and you're thinking about living in Edmond, Oklahoma. The number one thing that you got to think about is housing is going to be more expensive than it will in most every other place in the Oklahoma City metro area. And Josh, that's because the great schools, the great police, the great everything that you just talked about as a negative. I mean, besides the 2 or 3 things that I agreed with you on, like all those things are reasons people want to move to Edmond, Oklahoma. They're not things that people are complaining about, like really joggers or really stoplights. I mean, Edmond's walkable. It's amazing. People love it. It has super wide roads. I mean, it has a 6 lanes on Broadway. What? Like, of course it's gonna be more expensive. More people wanna live there for everything that it has to offer. Like, come on, Josh, seriously? My video, okay? My video. I don't even know why you're here. I don't even know why you're butting in on every single thing that I say. Like it's really annoying. I'm trying to tell people what's wrong with Edmond, Oklahoma. Can you not just shut up? I mean, seriously? You're just having a bad day. I mean, do you want like did you get a workout today? Maybe you should go work out. It sounds like you had a really bad day. People love Edmond, Oklahoma. You loved it while you lived there. Like seriously, come on. Like really everything you talked about besides the couple things that I agreed with you on, the train's annoying, stuff like that. Like dude, people love jogging. Quit being mad at joggers. That's dumb. That's a waste of being mad. And these are the 14 things you want to keep in mind when moving to Edmond, Oklahoma. As always, folks, I make these videos to earn your business when you're relocating move within the Edmond, Oklahoma City metro area. The group of agents that I work with, eXp Realty and I, we're absolutely here to earn your business. I've been in the business 15 years. I personally closed over 600 deals, and I've been a part of over 1,400 deals because of the amazing team that I work with at eXp Realty. If it wasn't for God, my family, and amazing customers just like you, I wouldn't be able to enjoy doing real estate as much as I do. And thank you very much for the opportunity to help you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, book a private Zoom below, and I will literally do a screen share map view video with you and show you everything you want to know about relocating move within the Oklahoma City metro area, and especially wonderful towns like Edmond, Oklahoma. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video list about Edmond, Oklahoma that's popping up right there. See you guys. on the next video.